What's up guys, Ryan Nye. I just wanted to jump in and talk to you guys about something really cool that just came out at this year's Bassmaster Classic. And it's about time, but Minn Kota jumped into the kayak world with the brand new Kayak Terrova. It's already cut down, 36-inch shaft, comes with the weedless wedge on it. You have to do a little bit of rigging up here, so you got to have like some sort of, you know, rope or whatever to pull this down to deploy the motor, and then some sort of handle that I attached here to actually hold on to it so it doesn't just crash down into the water. But this motor is awesome, guys. I just ran this down in Texas. I got a whole week out of it, got to see kind of what it was all about. This motor you can network to your Explorer units, your Helix units, whatever, so you can follow contour lines, do all of that sort of stuff. It comes with a little remote, which is pretty cool. It's convenient for kayak guys. You don't have the big bulky kind of iPilot remote like you have with the autopilot or something like that. The downfall is you can't see battery life, you can't see exactly how fast you're going, but you can see all that on your graphs if you do decide to network them. So cool little you know, updates, kind of changes. But Minn Kota finally coming out with a 36-inch. You don't have to void warranties anymore. You don't have to be concerned about any of that sort of stuff. But just wanted to talk real quick about a few things that I noticed with this motor that I really like, and a few things that I kind of changed up to make it work for exactly how I wanted to use this motor. Kayak guys, all of us want to go 100 miles an hour. So how do you get the most performance out of this motor right here? Well, what I did, it comes with a weedless wedge, the weedless wedge 2, I guess is what it's called. It's a pretty big prop, but it has like these little fins on it to keep the weeds off, which I gotta be honest, it was incredible in grass. Never really got hung up, nothing like that. It just kind of pushes through. You're not going to get through a mat with it or anything, but I mean, it's a 55-pound thrust, so you know, really good motor, plenty of power for a kayak. But that weedless wedge really helps, so you're not reaching to the front of your boat all the time to get grass off. If you're somewhere that has a lot, Fork didn't have a ton, but there was definitely some areas getting back into those skinny waters where there's some grass, and it just kept pushing through. But what you can do is get this guy. This is the power prop, and I noticed like probably a 0.3, 0.4, sometimes 0.5, all depends on wind and waves and yada yada. But that power prop is definitely faster if you're just looking for speed, if you're kind of fishing open water stuff. I think I'll put a picture of it in here, but that's like the power prop MK37, I believe, is the one that fits these Terrovas. That was huge for me. With the new Old Town PDL 120 Pro, I could pedal as well, and with that I was getting a lot more speed, trying not to hit stumps and break anything. But you could get, you know, you could get up to close to 5 if you're pedaling. If you have some sort of kayak that pedals as well as having the motor going, you can get going pretty good. But definitely faster with the power prop. Like I said, you can get going pretty good with the weedless wedge, but the power prop's the way to go if you're just looking for that speed, kind of out of the hole, just get to where you're going, start fishing. So cool option that you can kind of change up the props for depending on what application you're trying to do. But overall, I was super impressed by this motor. I hit stumps, I hit the bottom, you can tell here. I mean, I used the motor. This is literally 1 week at Lake Fork. It's used. I'm not the most gentle guy on my equipment, but I will tell you that it holds up. I never was worried about it. I never had any concerns about it. It's a really good workhorse motor for what we do, getting in that shallow water, getting back. You can pull it up out of the water a little bit to kind of run a little bit shallower. It's fully adjustable. Obviously you don't want it hitting the front of your boat, but you can adjust the height of it so you can kind of run really shallow if you wanted to. But with the market losing the Motor Guide XI3, Minn Kota came out with this just in time to kind of give us something else to put on the bow of our boats that, again, full warranties, full Minn Kota warranties, and you're not out cutting a shaft of a brand new, you know, $2,000 trolling motor. So really cool. Just wanted to kind of give you guys my first thoughts on it. I know that there's going to be a lot of questions on it, But as far as I can see, like I said, I've had it for a week. Well, I've had it for probably 3 weeks now, but I've used it every single day for a week down at Lake Fork, running I don't even know how far every day, just pushing power through this thing and running around and bouncing it off of this and bouncing it off of that, and it really really kind of exceeded my expectations. Obviously there's always the we should have made it faster, we should have made it faster, we should have put a 24 volt, we should have, but all of that adds weight. And when we're talking kayaks, you want to keep things light, you want to keep things, you know, you want to keep things slower. I mean, if you hit a stump and you're at 24 volts and you're going 7 miles an hour and you hit a stump, you have a plastic bow to a boat. I mean, you're starting to kind of play with some, you're starting to get close to things breaking, just based on speed. So I think Minn Kota hit the nail on the head with this one, especially for their first kind of dive into the kayak fishing world. I think it'll be a huge addition to boats. If you guys have any questions about it, feel free, reach out, let me know what kind of questions you guys have. You guys might see this cord here too. This is a network cord. It comes up here once I get it on the boat. I just set it on here quick. You use the quick release bracket that Minn Kota makes. I put this little carabiner in it so it doesn't fall out, but that just slides out of there, and then the whole motor will come right off the boat. Very easy to install, but you can network it. It's got a lot of the bells and whistles that you would want, and yeah, I think it's a great option. So feel free, reach out, ask any questions. If you're gonna buy it, buy the power prop. That way you have both options. It's like $34. It's not a lot of money. Always carry a backup prop anyways, and shear pins, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, overall, very, very impressed by this, guys. All right, guys, so that's it on the Minn Kota. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys get them, get your hands on them. Any questions, comments, anything like that, shoot them in the comments. I'll try to get back to you guys. But I mean, it's a Terrova, it's been out, now you just get it for your kayak. So yeah, make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna kind of be going over a couple new things this year, and try to keep you guys up to date on what's coming out, what's new, what's kind of cool in the kayak space. So if you could subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys on the next one.